Hey guys, and welcome to the Boys of Yoga and Women's Health Yoga series. I'm Michael James Wong from Boys of Yoga, and this is Albert, one of the boys, and Lucy here today helping us out. So what we're doing is we're gonna break down some yoga restorative poses, or a little series we call Yoga R&R. So to bring the body back into balance and kind of undo all the hard-hitting work that you guys are doing during the week. You know, a lot of you guys train hard, HIIT classes, group fitness classes, running, those type of things. And one of the best things to do is to take a bit of time at the end of the week just to restore a bit. So to do some calmer, softer yoga poses just to bring the body back and just start to release some of that tension. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break down 3 poses for you today. You can try them at home, and we're just gonna focus on the shoulder area. So let's start in tabletop position, guys. So roll your mat out, you can jump on the floor and join us, or you can just watch along and see how it goes. So the very first pose we're gonna look at is a very simple one called thread the needle. So we always breathe with our postures. So as you inhale, take a deep breath in first, and a long exhale, and then take your right hand to the sky. So inhale, we open the chest and lengthen towards the ceiling, and then thread the needle. So as you exhale, that right shoulder draws all the way down to the floor, just like the guys are doing here. The head can rest on the floor as well. So we're trying to minimize work. We're trying to not try as much. So this is the posture that you'll start to really feel through the right shoulder, just to release a bit of tension here, and it should feel really nice. So this is where you're gonna stay. Now the only other option, if you're quite open and you want something a bit deeper in the twist, what you're gonna feel, and Lucy's gonna show you here. So you're gonna take your left hand to the sky on your inhale, and then it's just gonna fall behind your back, and you just add a nice simple twist into that shoulder opener. And then you just keep breathing. You make it nice and simple. If your hand is on the floor like Albert here, you just let it be. You know, it can be a bit of a balance point, but don't try to push the floor away. Just allow things to melt away. Let the muscles just kind of soften. That's kind of what we're trying to do in all these restorative postures that we're gonna go through. Good, so now let's start moving to the other side. So we're gonna unwrap. So on your inhale, take your right hand to the sky and open everything back up. So you take a full breath in, and then exhale, place it back down to the ground, and we set up for the left side. So let's inhale the left hand to the sky. So same idea, peel everything open, lengthen and extend, and then exhale, take that left shoulder and thread that needle all the way down to the floor. So the cheek and the side of the head rest nice and lightly. And again, if you want that deeper bind, Lucy will do that with you on this side. So remember, the right hand to the sky, and then just let these simply fall behind the back. You know, the biggest thing with yoga is you keep breathing. So make sure as you stay in these postures, try to do less, keep breathing more, and just find a bit of space and let the body just melt. Good, all right guys, so let's unwrap this and we'll move on. So bring that right hand down next to the floor if it's not there, and then unroll yourself. So the left hand goes back up towards the sky. Beautiful, and then you let it release into a tabletop, and then just sit back and sit up. So that's the first posture. The second posture is what we call eagle arms. So we're gonna wrap the right arm underneath the left arm, and move the hands and the shoulders up towards the ceiling. So you get a nice lift through the shoulders, and then as you exhale, soften the shoulders down the back. And then ever so slightly, just move the hands away from the face and stay here. And this is where you get that nice release. So you can take a few micro movements. If it helps, you can kind of shrug a bit more or soften a bit more. You can keep your elbows a bit higher or the hands a bit further, but you'll start to feel into the shoulders where it feels really nice for you. You know, we've all got different shapes, and that's a really great thing. We've got different shapes, different tightness, and we do different ways of working the body throughout the week. So finding your place in the posture is gonna be finding that sweet spot that works for you, and that's the only thing that's important in the practice. Good guys, so let's unwrap and we'll try the other side as well. So make sure you bind the left side. With these postures, make sure you always do both sides. So left side when you're ready, the left arm goes under, and the right arm goes on top. So you get that bind between elbow and elbow. Again, the shoulders draw down the back, the elbows lift to the same height as the shoulders, and the hands move away from the face ever so slightly. And you have that sense of feeling and sensation across the shoulders as well. Now, one thing to know is that it's never gonna be exactly the same. You know, some of us are left-handed, some of us are right-handed, so it's gonna feel different. But know that the benefit is the same as long as you spend a bit of time with the breath. Good, so that's the second posture, guys. Let's come out of that, and we're just gonna enjoy the last one, which is a very simple posture, which we've probably all heard, downward facing dog. So come on down. And it's that idea with downward facing dog, and we're really looking and focusing at the shoulders. And as you set up in this downward facing dog, or this upside down V shape, that kind of what you feel in the body, it's really important that the hands and the feet are grounded into the floor, but we're really going to make sure we elongate the shoulders away from the neck, away from the head, away from the ears. And to help that, we turn the biceps forward, and that'll broaden the shoulder blades, and it allows you to find a bit of lift. So again, you can always stay here for as long as it feels good. You can move your dog, or we like to call it take your dog for a walk, and it allows you just to kind of loosen up and release the shoulders. Good, so we're gonna drop down out of that, guys. So that's how we look at the first part of this series. These 3 poses that can help you release the tension in the shoulders. So that's your yoga R&R today, you know? So we've got thread the needle, we've got eagle arms, and downward facing dog. Thanks, guys. Enjoy this, and we'll see you at the next one.